we are live, I'll send out the ad. I'm not gonna add channel because I'm not
No.
gonna be an annoying little bugger. I'll at here and then at here at Twinkie at Adam at um Sam and then at Giants. Everyone did a good job at updating their name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why?
Awesome.
NFC East time. Sweet. Boosh.
Boosh
Well,
boosh.
as I vamp a little, cause
I will get.
no, I
I thought
miss.
I did.
I wish.
Zach, if you're watching, I swear I did. I swear I made you a commissioner. You are a commissioner, Zach. But yeah, we got five. We have 5 ones, right? We have 5 people. I'm not forgetting one.
Looks
Kevin,
normal. Those are the people
Kevin,
who
Zach,
vote.
Paul, me, you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully people are trickling in.
Oh, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna approve this for sure
Approve what?
for the move.
Sure.
Because once again, hopefully he's A. If Cody's not doing a 3-4,
Yeah.
and he just belongs as an end anyway.
Sure.
Like everything about him is strictly end
It's an
based.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Alright. Well, anyways, this is the NFC East now. A little more competitive division than the NFC North, but there's some good more. I feel like it's more competitive in the top end, but like the NFC North, you could throw all those teams, and I feel like the simulation could throw a different winner every time. I feel like there's a few favorites here
yeah.
over the others.
I would say there's one
At least from
clear
what I've seen.
favorite
Yeah,
over the
maybe two,
others.
maybe two,
I guess.
but definitely two over the others. And
Yeah.
I think the first team we start off is one of the favorites with the new, maybe not new, they're 15 years old now, but or 14.
Yeah.
The Oklahoma City Bison. And I was complaining about this earlier. You see up here where the left trigger menu is, it says Bisons. Um, The plural for bison is bison, and I made sure to check Merriam-Webster to make sure I wasn't like going insane and calling a herd of American bison. You know, I was like, I mean, I'm a Minnesota, but North Dakota kind of grown because I spent summers in North Dakota all the time, and like Christmases too, and so I spent a lot of time around big American
Beefy
bison.
bison. Have you had
Beefy.
bison?
I had actually when I was in Colorado a few weeks ago, I had a bison sirloin, and my friend Steven had
Ooh.
bison ribs, which were fucking meaty because it looked like Flintstone meat.
Yeah, I was about to say
It's just a
that must have
giant
been
slab on a.
huge.
Yeah, they're giant, but
hmm
it was like almost a spectacle because you like hold the bone and like by a fist, it's like you grab. You're not using your finger, like a few fingers. You use your whole fist to grab it and just take a bite out of the bison
Yeah.
rib. Also, no apologies for saying the Z in or enunciating the Z in bison and not calling it bison because I'm that's my accent.
Yeah.
And no apologies.
We're Midwestern folk. We're simple folk.
Well, simple folk. We no, I'm not gonna pull
We're
this
not gonna do
joke.
this. No, we're gonna get into this. You gotta go get a haircut. We're gonna
I do have
go.
to get a haircut. I haven't gotten a haircut in a while, so.
You should start us off then, since you focus the bison.
Um. Well, anyways, the Bison, they're a very good team. I'm very excited. One, I don't know where to start. There's plenty of places to start.
hmm
Um. Hmm.
Uh, I guess we should
I feel
almost
like
start on the
either
bread and
quarterback or
butter
running.
of the. Well, I was gonna say, shouldn't we start on the defensive side, since that's their. To me, looking at it,
Sure.
That's where they make their money,
Sure. And
right?
here's this. This front seven stupid, and like
Yeah,
it's annoying how stupid it
that's why I
is.
wanted to
Cause
start
you
off with
like,
this.
so you have here Gilbert Keaton, Kai Price, Jabari Ballard, and I mean Jaquez Presley's not actually that good, but those three boys, not you, not Nick Poe. Nick Poe?
Not you.
Oh, yeah, and they're all pretty good, if not very good. A
hmm
bit old for Gilbert and Keaton. Jabari's nice and young though. Some dev on a few of them. These guys like they've just been in the league for so long. I think one thing um is you have to decide, and Twinkie has to decide, as we'll see, because how good this front seven is. Um, what formation do you want to go in? 4-4 was. I was talking to Alex like, can we do 4-4? But I don't think that would work that well in the sim because you can't
No.
pick specifically those plays. So here I think you we'll see. I think it is a 4-3 personally, based off
hmm
of their
Well,
archetypes and what they do best. What do
because
you think?
for
No?
me, I go, I just don't like the defensive interior, the defensive tackles,
Yeah,
right?
You bump Kai in as a DT. He's an
Oh,
81
that's right.
overall
Yeah, yeah,
run
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stopper.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
He
right.
is.
Okay.
You have an extra left tackle.
You do
I
have. I
think
forgot.
him
I
as
forgot about Kai down there, behind him.
here.
That deserves to
I'm
start.
curious. I'm curious. We'll see what overall he would be hypothetically
No,
if
just move him
Twinkie
to the.
wants to
Just
move
move him
him.
in depth chart. Oh, whatever. It doesn't
No, it's
matter.
easy.
Yeah, it
This
doesn't
is what
matter.
you do. Yeah, he's an eight. He's better as a run stopping DT.
Okay,
Um, so
I see what you're
yeah.
doing. Okay,
Do you know that? That's how you.
I
I
never
mean,
knew about
that's
that.
how
I
you.
never knew about that.
You never knew about that?
Mm-mm.
It's really nice. That's how
That
I
is
check without moving anyone.
nice.
Um, because I can't move him
Okay,
in depth
yeah.
chart.
Then definitely I think you go 3-4 because when you get to the linebacking core and that
You have
stupid broken linebacking core,
Lonnie Silvers, Ian
X
Thompson, and
Factor.
he's selfless. So like we saw selfless on I believe the Lions
Yes.
middle linebacker,
Yes.
but
Oh,
he
right
was the
outside
lone X
linebacker.
factor. Yeah. This guy is not the lone X factor on this defense.
Ooh.
So that ability actually becomes somewhat useful to at least Lonnie Silvers, who reinforcement's not like the most broken thing in the world, but
It's nice to
they're
just have
just
them activate all at once.
it's a nice active, yeah. And
And
I think he
especially
only has two from my recollection, but yeah, it's two. But with
yeah,
those front seven, it's beautiful.
yeah.
And
It
so
is
I
it
feel
is
like,
nice on the defensive side as well for Selfless, considering most of the X factors um go down or deactivate off of yards allowed. So if you kind of
mhm,
just have them all come in at once, if you get like another X factor, if Twinkie finds that other X factor, they
yeah,
all come alive at the same point. They make the
mhm,
stop, They get the ball back, they do whatever they need to do, and then can kind of keep that going until they bend, and then he can just
Yeah.
reactivate Selfless again, reset those yardage markers back for everyone,
Mhm.
and so they can just kind of perpetually be in the zone for as long as they can, as long as he keeps making hit
So yeah.
sticks.
And so let's just talk about individually. Like Jabari Ballard's 25 years old superstar edge. And last year was his first really getting some starting snaps. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
quite the starter. He didn't start as many snaps as the other two edge rushers are, but he didn't get as many sacks as I would have hoped, considering he played like 700-ish snaps, yeah, 800. So he basically was a starter last year. So a
Yeah.
little disappointing to see him not pick up more sacks, considering I thought he would be a bit better of a pass rusher. But he does have some good pass rushing moves, at least for power. Not a lot there for finesse. He's definitely a big boy who just uses his strength to get around. But and actually not the most strength for what I'd expect with
Mm-hmm.
only 78 strength. So maybe that's his downfall. Maybe he just doesn't have the strength to be it. I'm not sure how the sim likes that.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
especially with
Keaton's
power moves, like that's just a weird.
the veteran
Uh,
has only been getting better with. Wait, no, am I mistaken? Oh, whatever. He Keaton isn't interesting. A few years ago at his prime, uh, okay, I'm thinking of someone else.
no, I
Actually,
know
in my
you're thinking
notes,
about.
there's like a bunch of there's a few old edge rushers in this division that actually get pretty good. But this guy, he's still even. Oh God, he got his first interception last year.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's still 8 sacks, nothing to be scoffed at. And I think
Mm-mm.
just moving Kai to middle, Keaton can squeeze a few more years out of him, and hopefully Ballard can take a step forward as he will be maybe getting devved. We'll see. I think that's a beautiful line. And with these linebackers, like,
I
it's
mean,
just
they were.
so
I want to know
stupid.
who beat them in the Super Bowl last year because these guys were the runner-ups. They lost in the
Interesting.
Super Bowl, and I want to know who won. And hopefully, we find that as we go around the league.
As we go to the secondary's not even bad either.
No.
Like, I think their best corner, Marco, he gets some picks. He's a good, like, he's consistent. Like, last year he only had one, but before that he had two, three picks seasons. So he's a bit of a ball hawk. He can certainly get them. I think just all around a very good corner. Um, and the other ones I still like 80 overall. Like the second's an 80, which is nothing to be scoffed at. Um, not quite as prolific of a uh, I guess interceptor ball hawk, but still good for a second. And even your third dude, 77 overall. You fall off after your third, so hope you don't need that.
Yeah.
But these three, very good. As we move to safeties, that's really their biggest weakness on this defense and really the team overall is these safeties are very meh.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge fan, but
No, this defense
have to
lives
have
and
some.
dies at the front seven.
One thing I was looking at earlier is Zach Redstrom. If you're running a 4-3, he's kind of an odd man out.
True. Yeah. No.
Um,
He
just
absolutely would be.
so we were looking. I don't know the scheme. He is actually serviceable at run stopping safety, but it looked like that's his kind of one trick pony. So I'd be a little concerned. Maybe if I was Twinkie, I would uh think about trading him. He's still only 26, so you have like he's sadly normal at 26. So,
Still, the
but maybe you could trade
development
him
is
try to
there.
trade him for a safety maybe and like even get rid of your that one weakness or at least mitigate it even better just because these guys aren't exactly they're not young and they're not good like they're neither but I guess you have to have a
Yeah.
weakness somewhere. Anyways, but you go over to the other side of the ball, their offense, and It's pretty good actually. You have Spitzer, who is a sophomore quarterback, actually pretty okay. Uh, as I've been seeing today, a lot of these strong arm quarterbacks perform relatively similarly, no matter what their
Hmm.
overall is in this range. Like he'll throw about like 10ish interceptions, but still 30 and over 4,000. And so that's his rookie year. I think that's what you need. Like it's not amazing, but it gets the job done. Um, I don't think they're in a position to be looking for quarterbacks at this moment.
Unless they
I
fall off
don't
the
think
face
they
of the
can.
earth. Yeah. I mean, I think I would be
Right.
just happy
I
that
don't.
they got someone like this, right?
Spitzer at least, yeah, he can.
Like
He's all
especially
right. He's
now. I
not
mean,
good.
he won Rookie of the Year last year. He
Hmm.
showed some promise. I mean, like this is a guy that you can develop pretty easily. 2377 might dev at some point even, especially if he keeps
Hmm.
winning. Because
They have a receiving core. Yeah.
he made the Super Bowl his rookie year.
Yeah.
Right? Like his rookie year, he almost wins it.
Then you go to the receivers, and like that's not even like anything. Like wow, that's pretty good. Like
Mm-hmm.
this Dobbins, two last 2 years have been 1,000, more than 1,000, 1,100 last year and 1,200 the year previous to that, and even before that, still a couple 900 yard seasons. So consistent, even if he's only like 82, so not huge overalls, but you know, very modest but good. Then you have Parson, who's nothing amazing, but
He
he'll
still gets
still catch
800
passes.
yards.
Yeah,
So like combined, they almost get
and
2,000 yards just from those two.
and then Kenny, like he's star, so can still well hold on to his stuff, but he's just not as consistent there. He's just
Hmm.
I don't know where he was getting played, but and like of course tight end is a bit old, a little aging. Josh
But
Jones, I guess
yeah,
owner of the
Josh
Dolphins.
Jones. But he was, I mean, in his prime, he was probably one of the better tight ends from the
Oh,
looks of it.
absolutely. Like this dude was
Like
amazing,
he
and he's
flirted with
aging
thousand
now.
yard seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't see what he did, but that receiving core is good, and that's the receiving core is not even good as the running back,
Mm-mm.
who's a very good, one of the better running backs I've seen so far, statistically wise. Like last year, he had 1,100 yard season, averaging 4.0 yards a carry with 9 touchdowns.
Rashad McMullen. It's probably someone we're gonna
Like
see.
this,
It's probably someone we're gonna see these playoffs. I think we're gonna see him
yeah.
shine.
Um,
He's not. He doesn't have that top
he's
end
very good.
speed, but he gets up to it very
I don't
quick.
think
Like
the
he
sim
can
cares.
burst through
I
holes.
don't think it's as big of a deal as for running backs.
Yeah.
Um, and you go to their O line, and O line like left tackle is like their only bad thing. Like everything
Yep.
else is like, wow, that's 78. That's pretty
Young.
decent. 81. That's pretty decent. 82. That's pretty decent. 81. Like everyone except the left tackle, and the left tackle's not even bad. It's just
No.
eh. It's not like as bad as some other in this or I've seen that's starting. So like all around this team is just so good. And
Hmm.
it's like I mean, they're stoppable. They're not like as the most broken team I've seen in Madden, but I think with what we have, I think they're one of the teams to stop. Uh Definitely my divisional favorite, but there's still a couple or one other that's like maybe they'll put up a little bit of a challenge depending on how the sim rolls the dice.
I
And
will
I
say
think we'll
though.
go.
I will say though for Twinkie, he is in cap hell. One of
Oh
the
yeah,
worst, like most cap strap teams. He has 2 million right now of free cap space,
and that's with a rookie quarterback.
and it's with a rookie quarterback.
Hmm.
He's only
I
making
mean, it
three
makes sense.
million.
You see
No,
that
I
team,
mean
it's
like
like,
you see
well,
that team. I get it. It's just like they are gonna probably lose some people. Twinkie has to decide. I don't even know if Twinkie can even trade for any pieces. He kind of just has to work within the team. Like you said, move that middle linebacker to safety or something of that nature. Because I don't know if he can afford any trade.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. But anyways, next up, we're gonna go to the opposite end of the spectrum,
Oh,
I guess, right?
yeah, I would definitely say so.
Cowboys, not
90
that good of
million
a
in cap
team.
though. 90 million in cap though.
I mean, again, cap oftentimes shows how good your team is. Not always, but you can make a good cheap team.
Yeah.
But here, not not it.
No.
Um,
Oh, Sam has some work.
I guess we'll start here. The quarterback, not good. Like
Darius
last
Allen
season,
is a name that you should not remember because he's not going to be here next year.
he's just a body at this point. Like he's the same strong arm as the rest of them, but worse. Like he still gets the double digit interceptions
Hmm.
while not getting quite the top end. He did break 4,000 last year, but that's like on almost 6 or 550, 559 attempts. So like it's just throws a lot, and he's just not that accurate. And actually, that was actually not the worst accuracy here, but just not that good.
Yeah.
Um, you move on to halfback, and it's like, oh, Will Scott, maybe he's something. He's a superstar, and I think maybe he is. He's all right. He's
He's
pretty
never gotten a
probably the.
shot.
He's
You
this
know,
is probably his first year starting. He did get
yeah.
10 touchdowns last year. He is a good rent. He's like a Matt Asiata in a lot of ways. I feel like.
Is that power back?
And I think maybe that's like he looks like he's a vulture. Like those are vulture numbers.
He's got
He has. I
bulldozer
mean,
too, which is nice. Especially with how
yeah,
a
he's
especially with how they reach for the first down marker now.
sure. The 3.5 though is concerning. Um, so we'll see how he runs, but he just hasn't put up the numbers quite yet to be like, wow, this guy's gonna be. He'll carry this team. I don't think those numbers
No.
are good enough to show he'll carry. Wide receivers actually not the worst in the world. A bit old, not Devi. Well, actually, that guy's not that old. But again, just
I just see no
top end
excitement.
numbers
Yeah.
aren't the same. Very sad. Bobby Akram actually has a captaincy, which a lot of times the game likes to put on long time. So Bobby Akram, not even that good. He had one good season a few years ago. I don't think he's getting back to that. It's just like depressing looking at
Yeah.
these
I I
numbers.
I
Like,
I could see this entire team being just turned over in like 5 seasons.
yeah,
Like I
tight
don't see
end
any like anyone that
not
we
that
talk about
good.
here is just like gone in 5 seasons.
There's one. There's one.
Sure.
And then you go to their O line and like, oh,
And this
there's
is the
one good O line on
Cowboys.
this. And we'll skip over right guard because he's actually good. This right tackle's not the worst in the world, but to be your second best O line, and we'll go back to the right guard eventually. I won't do it now. He'll be our first real
For
spotlight
sure.
player.
Yeah.
Seth Byrne is actually a pretty decent O line from what I can see, at least. You know, not a lot to say about O line. He's decent strength, decent, run block and power blocking. Um, and he has some good abilities, I believe.
He does. I would
Not
say
as good
so.
as that one X Factor guy, I don't think. But not a. I mean, any abilities are good for O line. So I
Yeah.
think that's like his one bright spot on this O line. So I feel like the running back and him are like the only like
I
real like wow.
yeah, and I wonder for Sam's sake if he just like tries to dump him because he's 27 now. This team ain't going
Mhm.
anywhere. Um, and if he can, because by the time like he might compete, Seth Bryan's gonna be like upper 30s, 31,
Mhm.
32, right? And like what
Yeah.
could have been if he's just kind of wasting away on your team.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably their offense is definitely tougher than their defense in terms of
Hmm.
skill, but like defense is like yeah, fine. Defense here, you know, okay. We'll skin to Andrew easily later.
Yeah.
Defensive tackles not that good. While we're at D-line, let's just cover them all. Um, Lawson's actually really good. Probably the best, in my opinion, the best player on this team.
Yeah.
Maybe. Uh,
I don't think that's a maybe,
like this.
especially his last who you're talking about.
Yeah, these last 3 years, whatever. That's who I was thinking of when I was talking about the Bison, uh, edge. But this dude just gets better with age. He's like 32 or something, and he's last year at 31 he had 13 sacks, and then at 30 at 12, and at 29 he had 10, and it's like
He's
this
not
dude's
slowing
just
down.
good.
I
So
could see him
he's
going
very
for a
good.
penny. I could see him going if he wants to offload Antoine Lawson as well. I could see him
hmm
getting a first just because of
What's
he
he
can
getting paid?
show.
That cap is a lot though, but I feel like Cowboys can eat some cap right now. Like he
They got
would eat a
90
little bit of
million to
cap, but
eat. Yeah.
I feel like you could make a deal if you wanted to. And Clayton Smith, not quite as good, but still, his years are probably past looking at
Hmm.
him. Uh, and his best years weren't as good. But as we look at Easley's a rookie, so not that there's nothing we can really look at other than ratings. But 88 born with 88 power move is insane, and I'm excited to see how that affects him.
And 80
Like,
strength, so actually some strength to pair with it.
hmm
And he's got
pretty
a
quick
and he's got look at the
acceleration. So,
moves. Did you see the moves that he had?
I mean, I see he has that bull rush.
He has both. He has
Guess he has
spin and
been
bull. And he's got high motor.
not bad,
That's
not
really
bad.
nice.
So I could see we were talking about this. It's like, what do you do? Alex almost thought like you trade him and just be like he's not gonna be good, or he's gonna be good, but what can you do? And I think you he's the only person on this team really worth building around.
Yeah,
So I think you just keep him around. By the time he gets good, hopefully maybe
your team
have
follows.
some yeah. Um yeah, T-line is definitely the best group here
Hmm.
by far. And I mean their linebackers are very good on paper too. I don't particularly looking at these Andrew Hill, even though they have Dev on the outside, um, and Melvin Stewart just aren't that interesting and that I mean Melvin Stewart's playing left, so I believe he's not getting as many snaps, but um he'll like just never put up like huge numbers either. And they're speed rushers, so they're kind of playing out of position as a looks like a 4-3.
It is a 4-3 right now. Or it was a
So
4-3.
like
I mean, yeah. But
but
even then, like,
in the
if even
middle,
if they were like, they got good power. Like he doesn't have power moves at all for Hill. He's got good finesse moves, but he doesn't have the strength. Um, to really pair the
I
change of
just
directions really bad.
they're just
Like,
not amazing. But Harvey James up the middle at
yes.
linebacker. He actually is a pretty good ball hawk. Got a few interceptions here and there. Last season was very good for him. I like him actually a lot going like one of the other better players on this team. I don't even know if he's that good,
Is there
but he's
is there
pretty
did we look at Wall yet?
well.
Yeah. Go
Actually,
down.
no, I didn't.
What well like
What about
Benjamin.
Benjamin?
Not
What the hell?
Benjamin.
Whoa! Actually,
Benjamin.
Wall
Wall,
had a
yeah,
five
he's got
interception season
yeah. Yeah.
long time ago, but he
But even
did.
then, like he's a
So
tackle machine.
I think he's like the middle linebackers actually aren't a bad group. Just
Mm-mm.
old. Um, is Oh, I can't look at chat because I see like chat in another chat, and I just see it out of context. I'm like, wait, rip Derwin James? Did Derwin James die? That
Yeah, I
happened.
know. We don't know.
I was
We'll have to
like,
check after these.
oh, it's a meniscus injury.
Of
Gross.
course, Chargers, rip.
Pre-existing injuries off for that
Yes,
league.
it
Um,
is. The cornerback situation is actually
corners are
that
not bad.
bad.
The defense is something to build off of. Um,
Hmm.
Parsons is fine, but McDowell is another player I think to build around. Because
Yeah.
while he has a normal dev, in his first 2 years starting, he already is up to 6 interceptions. And I
Yep.
think that guy is what you want. And Parsons is 26 only, so I think you build off even Felder as like a third. If you can just keep these guys around for a few seasons and just like you don't have to at least worry about that positional group, you can focus on something else because these are very passable and honestly one of the nicer secondaries, but like
Hmm.
not amazing. It's fine. And lastly, safety is fine. They do have a rookie, Rudy
I
Crocker,
like Rudy
who
Crocker.
he's all right. I don't think he's the most amazing safety ever, but and
Yeah.
normal definitely hurts. But you know,
I mean,
and
there's
that was the
nothing that
roast of the
flashes for
Cowboys.
me for him.
Yeah. And that's how honestly this whole team. There's a lot of like even the good players just aren't the flashiest in the world.
Yeah.
It's like there's no like insane speed stats or the fact that Benjamin being spelled weird is probably one of the more interesting things about these players. So that's the Cowboys for you.
Very sleepy
Um,
Cowboys for once. Sam, again, Sam's got his work cut out for him here, especially in
Next
the
up we
Bison
have
division.
we have Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles have some interesting parts. As you may have just saw a flash of, with their quarterback. He's definitely an interesting quarterback if you want to get started there.
Truz. Yeah, of course. So Kevin Schmidt, who is again a strong arm, very, everyone's a strong arm apparently. Uh, but he has the Truz X factor, which is I don't know why, I guess. He he's never passed for more than 3,500 yards, and he's never thrown for more than 28 touchdowns in his entire career. I I think he's just good
Peculiar.
on paper, right? He's just good on paper. He has one of the fastest
He doesn't rush
releases.
either.
No, he doesn't rush.
He's
No, that's what
not
I'm saying. Like,
like I
no,
was like maybe
like,
with Truz he'd run, but he
mm-mm. It's literally a
yeah like he's
wasted.
not.
It's literally a wasted X factor for him, and it's sad.
Honestly, like he doesn't even like. It's not like he doesn't throw many passes. He still throws almost 500 a year.
Mhm.
Yet
His completion
he
percentage is
barely
awful. First of
Garbo.
all, uh, those are not good numbers. He just has a really fast release and a really strong arm in terms of
Mm-hmm.
speed.
Any
Uh,
receiving stats? He does not have a reception.
dang. Where I think the
I was like,
offense
maybe
kind of
that's where he's good.
shines, yeah, is Randy Franklin. Great, 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 great grandson of a Philadelphia native, Benjamin Franklin, obviously. And he ran
I thought you were
for
gonna make like a more clever joke, and then
no,
it's
I
like,
don't
oh,
know
it's just
anyone
Ben
else.
Franklin.
Aretha Franklin, boom. uh, but he ran for over 1,000 yards
Burrito.
last year, and he's a very good returner. Tyler, if you want to go to those returning stats.
Ooh. Oh, he never returned a kick. Never returned a punt.
I know. He should be though, because he has the traits for it.
Um, wait, I totally forgot to mention that. I didn't write it down. Might be backtracking. Oh, he does have
Oh,
return man. Um,
yes.
the Bison's running back has is the same way.
Hmm.
Uh, not returning punts, but he has the return man thing, the ability. So like both of these boys should be returning punts. Um, is
I
kick
am
return
excited
what?
to see how they work for
Yeah,
streaming.
85 for him, and Eagles have he has what's his kick return? 82. So not
Yep.
bad, not bad at all.
But I still think again he's the bright spot of the Eagles offense for sure. 1,000 yards
Hmm.
rushing is nothing to scoff at. He got like 3 point uh
Yeah.
the exact number 3.8, yeah, 3.8 yards per carry and 9 touchdowns. And to pair with that, they have a second superstar running back in Ben Brewer right behind him at
Ooh.
74, 23 years of age.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself then. I was already looking at the halfbacks.
Well, that's fine. I mean, like, I just wanted to, because he, didn't really do much. He was a rotational
What's
guy
his
last year.
ability? Oh, you spin
He's
cycle.
got spin cycle, yep.
That sucks. That sucks for the sim because they don't spin much. But
Mhm.
spin cycle in when play or whatever is stupid.
Yeah.
You just
Uh,
spin.
the receiving core is very. It reminds me of my receiving core near the end of last Madden, where it's like I had I had like Tim Womack, right? And then a bunch of like 70s, like 75 lower guys.
The
Like
difference
Burns,
is
Paul.
there's no Mr. Burns to be
Nope.
real. Like I'm looking at these guys and like this guy, this the third best. I don't think it looks like he's never caught a
Mm-mm.
pass.
It's like
I'm not
six.
mistaken.
Brighton's, yeah. Again, it's just a bunch
So
of like
like,
journeymen essentially.
and like even Juan Valdez is not that good.
No,
So I don't like none of these guys are proven. I maybe yeah, you were right about saying it's the Bison's division. I think at least on
it is. I
offense.
mean, yeah, I think it's absolutely at the beginning. At
Who
the
the
tight
fuck is
end,
paying Valdez that much? That's such a dumb contract. What?
they need
Like, what is
someone.
this contract?
They
I
need
know,
someone.
but like, he's getting paid like 15 million a year to do. Look at these career
I,
stats. It's
I
like
know.
every 800 a fucking year, 800 yards. That's his best season. 6 touchdowns. Like, congrats, your rookie season had 9 touchdowns. You did good your rookie year, and everyone figured you'd figure. Oh, he's a first overall pick
Yeah,
ever. Damn. Somehow he won Rookie of the Year.
the
No
year
quarterbacks
before.
that year, I guess.
He won it the year before he got drafted.
Wait, was it? No, that's not true. It was 2029, right?
Yeah,
Oh wow, what the
he got
fuck?
drafted in 2030.
Jesus.
Which one is it,
Okay.
game? Which one is it?
Well, yeah, receiving not that good. Tight end, Steve
Tight end.
Trejo, Danny Trejo's son.
It's his first year starting. He has been behind Stan
Hmm.
Thigpen for the first 3 years of his career. It is finally time for him to start. He finally overtook him as Thigpen regressed. And so
Thigpen's not a
that's
bad
something
dude.
interesting to watch. I mean, I think he's got some again speed. Speed. I feel like we're gonna redefine what is fast this year, judging by how
Hmm.
everyone is. But still, for a tight end, like 86 speed, looking at it, uh,
Yeah.
looks interesting, especially at 6'5".
O line. Anyone on the O line that's ooh, guards gross.
Yeah, guard's bad.
Interiors. Cummings.
Their
It's
tackle.
fine
I would say
at
their
best.
tackles are like the only thing that are good about
Tackles are
this O
good.
line.
Right guard's passable.
Yep.
Center and guard.
Yeah,
Left guard's like,
Elijah Springs and Parker Elfman. Not
Priest?
Eggman.
Left end.
Yep.
Priester? I hardly knew her.
Yeah, the defensive line isn't really anything. They have
That awkward
what?
silence.
Oh,
After I
what?
said
Oh,
Priester, I hardly knew her, and you just were quiet for a few
oh, I'm
seconds.
sorry.
Don't no,
Uh,
don't be
D
sorry.
line.
That's funny.
D line's old and bad for D line's sake. They
Yeah,
have one like dev'd guy that matters, and he's 32 on
Harden.
defensive
Oh nope,
tackle.
Harden doesn't even have Dev. This sucks.
Yeah,
Not doesn't even produce. He doesn't put up the
nope.
numbers, and he gets
And Philip,
paid for nothing.
yeah,
Barry's old. I feel bad for
Barry's old. That's what I'm
Barry.
saying. Like they have no one on the defensive line. Their linebackers are old. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm sorry. They're not really.
Barry gets sacks though.
Sure. Well,
Barry
we'll see if
do
he.
be
Let's see
getting
if he keeps
sacks.
does do it. Let's see if he keeps doing that. They have a 80 overall right outside linebacker. That's an X factor. But he's 33. He's gonna die soon.
Yeah,
Hopefully, J.
I mean, I like Marquez Parker actually a
Yeah,
bit.
I like JJ McCoon to take over at right outside linebacker, just because I like his acceleration a lot. Like both Parker and McCoon have very nice acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
And then
McCune, I guess he's a rookie.
Keys,
Why am I looking at stats?
I don't know.
Captain?
Yes, except it's not
He's not a.
EYES. So no.
Damn you, Halo lore.
Kerry Keys,
Keys is so
he's
weird
he's
because
got
you
the
look at his stats
tackles.
and he has 1 year where he just popped the fuck off. And he does get tackles at most years, but that 1 year he's decided, you know what,
Yeah,
I'm gonna intercept 5 passes.
he probably
I guarantee
probably the
that
best
year,
linebacker that year.
I guarantee that happened in like one game,
He
cause
did.
Madden.
He wait. Yeah, he did win best linebacker that year.
That's funny. I'm not tired.
No, you're not. You need a haircut. You can't be tired.
Love
But again, looking.
lockdown. Love lockdown.
Yeah, I was about to say in the secondary, the only people that to be excited about
Dude, this is
is
Dante
Lovelock.
Culpepper's kid.
Nice.
Should I get our
23.
stream like removed by playing Love Lockdown by
Oh, he
Kanye?
wants to look at the DT too.
Okay.
You want to look at Connor Moore? Oh, yes, he did have 10
DT2.
sacks. I thought I looked at you. He had 10 sacks last year.
Oh wow.
But he is, again,
Alright there, bud.
normal defensive tackle. He should be
See, I
starting
wouldn't
over Barry
even
Price at this point.
honestly, maybe. They're both actually pretty good. I mean, starting over, I'm assuming again this is 4-3.
Yeah.
I think they both get to start in unison and be happy together.
Oh, good.
I
But in
hope.
the
I
secondary,
like
it's Broderick Lovelock, who's got very good speed at 6'1". But he's more of a zone corner. Not no, do not put him in man. Do not put him in man situations. He will not perform well. He's got 60,
Carrington
67
had some
man
good years, but I think those are past,
behind him. Yeah,
which sucks. But there she goes.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Blanchard. Hmm. Actually, Evan Christie's
Yeah, and the
interesting. If he
other
didn't have
one to
normal,
watch is Evan Christie for
he played
safety.
like
Who again
20 snaps
start
in
over
his career.
Blanchard at this point. Yeah, he's
At
been
this point,
behind.
yeah. At least he has some upside, a little more upside,
Yeah,
not a lot. And
you can
then
salvage
same
Christie, but he's like,
safeties, yeah, not impressive.
I wonder if you move Christie to strong safety, just because like Evan as a free safety, he doesn't have zone coverage at all, and he's got the hit. Yeah, I think Christie's a strong safety.
Yeah,
Because he's got the hit power. He's got more of the man coverage. He has better speed. And then just swap
Hmm.
Calvin Thomas over.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, safeties were definitely hit hard this sim.
But again, that's
But that's the
bronze.
thing.
That's bronze training. Like, I don't think they're
Hmm.
gonna be that bad. If this is what we're
They're not gonna
getting,
stay this bad.
no.
It's just sometimes the sim is a mystery box. Some position groups just randomly get better with even with the same sliders. It's
Yep.
like you can't. It's weird how it happens. Where like there's just crops of good positional groups sometimes. So that's the Eagles. I like them a lot more. Actually, not maybe not a lot more. Uh,
I still think they're
more
the
than the
second
Cowboys
best
to
in the
me.
division.
Yeah, we'll
Which is
see
saying
this
something.
because we get to the Giant.
We get to be
Why did I
Mike.
say it weird?
I don't know.
Mike.
And Philip
Guess what day it
Hayes.
is?
Philip Hayes, a scrambler. 78
Jesus!
overall, who threw 22 interceptions last year.
64 completion percentage. He's actually good. The
Oh yeah, he's
sabermetrics.
good. Yeah, there you go.
The shit,
But yeah,
McCarron.
honestly, that blew me away when I saw the 22 interceptions last year.
He a long time ago he won best quarterback.
Oh, I mean, like looking at him, it looks like he shoulda. I mean, as
That was
a
his rook.
34
Wait,
year
what the
old,
fuck? So this is probably jank. Um,
yeah,
uh, 23, 2023 won best quarterback.
but not rookie of the year.
Well, at this not rookie of the year.
No,
So
it's
I'm assuming
jank.
that's
It's a
just
totally
jank.
jank. Yeah.
Cause I mean, did he? Oh, he did play 2023. That's what you get best quarterback with that fucking stat line.
Check rushing. I guess best quarterback
2024,
wouldn't
I could
matter.
understand why that like would be that. It's like on 2024, that's
Yeah, definitely
understandable. It's weak,
2024.
but also and like rushing, he doesn't even he's not even a prolific rusher really. He gets like a touchdown a year with like maybe 200 yards
For
top.
a scrambler, it's definitely disappointing.
Yeah. They've killed look what they've done to my whatever
To your
son.
strategy.
Boy.
Um, but then we have Ramon Bayless, the
Skip.
child. Yeah, I was gonna say the child
Skip.
of Skip Bayless.
No, I wasn't saying that. I just wanted to skip him because he's kind
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
bad averages. Again,
He
he
got
gets
11
touchdowns,
touchdowns,
but he gets bad. He doesn't get. He's a power back.
but
Or
he's
no,
not.
he's an
He
elusive.
wasn't even the starter last year.
I don't believe that.
Check it. He was not the starter last year. Go to
There's no
general.
way.
See the downs played.
No.
See the downs played.
Yeah, no. That's probably. I mean, he probably just wasn't the third down back. He's a starter.
Hmm.
The starting snaps though. About like
That's
you
starting
don't get
carries for
800.
sure. Yeah.
You don't get that many carries and yards by not being the starter.
He probably wasn't the power or the third down back.
Exact. Definitely not power back, and I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing. Maybe it might would have been more of a committee. Granted, he is only 23, so maybe he has some upside. He did get
I think, and
11
especially look at that
touchdowns,
speed. That's killer.
but he's just like
97
3 point.
acceleration.
This is like 3.5 average wall for running backs. It looks like this Madden, and can he? If he can break that, maybe.
I mean,
But
like, even ball carrying, you just need some awareness boost.
mhm.
At wide receiver, I think is
Actually,
probably the more complete, like,
look at this
top
cliff.
three.
Look at this
Right, no, there's
cliff.
the cliff. Well, they're all just free agents. Look at it. They have no signing
Yeah.
penalty or anything of that nature. They're all just like just undrafted or quickly signed free agents
Christ. How much
to
did they
fill the
pay
roster.
these fucks? You're good, right? You're not even. Oh, you're fine. You're pretty decent. Casey Peters isn't embarrassing.
1,000 yards
But how much?
last year is good,
Don't
and
look
he
at that
just got.
contract.
I was gonna
Do
say
not
just
look at that contract.
just got
God, it's ugly.
re-signed.
I'm gonna pay him $18 million a year just to get 1,000 yards for the first time in his 8 year career.
I think he got signed after that year, to be honest. Looking at it, the only way I could justify that.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, again, it's 1,000 yards. He's not a bad receiver by any
Mm-mm.
means. It's just like not. I mean, for 87 overall, that's what you expect minimum. That
Yeah,
was in Chad, dude. I feel like Chad is a better. Oh no, Chad
no, he's
is
not.
not a better. Oh, well, mate, I would even say I think he might be better if he actually got more receptions. 9 touchdowns though. That's not awful. But what is Chad getting paid? I kind of want to like look into this because like how much is this group? Chad's getting paid 10 million, and Watkins,
Walking.
Watkins, you have a good year, right? Oh,
He had like
Watkins
seven.
actually
Yeah,
had some decent year. This guy's
and
gonna
he gets
get
paid
paid the
10 million as
least
well. Yeah,
too.
so there's
So
like 40
that's
million
like
tied in
40, yeah,
that
to
receiving core.
just
The tight end 2479 Channing Fields. Uh,
this guy has to be. This is where the receiving yards have to go somewhere, and it's not. It's kind of to
it's
him.
600. That's not bad. It's just
So decent.
for him. It's like I don't see. He doesn't have like the best speed. He doesn't have the best hands. Doesn't have the best route running. Like he's good. I just
Mhm.
don't think he's just not like very good in one particular area. But I think
Mhm.
he's an all around very balanced tight end.
For
And
sure.
then we go to the O
I'm
line,
kind of
which
curious.
is
Cam
actually
Robinson.
decent outside of just two positions.
Cam Robinson used to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Their backup tight end, but he's old. Left tackle.
Left tackle's
Oof.
young and on the rise.
But not real. Is he on the rise even?
Well, like he's gonna get like to 76. Jack Allen.
Yeah, that's serviceable.
Left guard is
But
awful. But the center and the right guard, they're older, but they are very good. And hopefully, oh dude, he's Slack. He's
serviceable.
the founder of Slack.
See, the center is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guard's definitely on the
And
wrong
then right tackle's just
side
god
of
awful.
30. Like, Slack has a year, and
Sure.
then he dies. So you basically hear in
You have like a
any
center
future
and a left
plans, you
tackle.
have a center for like a couple years, and then you're gonna have to replace like and yeah, left tackle will be usable, but oh god, holy
Look.
shit! What is this guy's name? That's a goddamn beautiful name.
Kendrick.
What?
How did I not notice this? For the
Kendricks.
three people watching this, congratulations, you
I
witnessed
hope.
this live. Is he is
I'm,
he good?
what the fuck? He's doesn't. I hope he
He's
has
not. He didn't
sacks.
even
That
get
would
a
be
sack
funny.
last year. He's not even. This is like his first
No,
year actually starting. This is like his
no.
first year actually starting.
He never had starting snaps. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he? Maybe he
You have like
did.
rotational stats at
No, he had.
500, but
He.
usually
That's rotational.
usually 1,000 something is starting snaps.
Kendricks. What a beautiful Madden name. Right end.
Their front seven, by the way, is really bad. They have
Kendrick
James.
Kendrick.
They have James Watt at Watts, like Austin. Wait, no, it is James
Who's
Watts.
Austin? Yeah,
No,
James
James
Watts.
Watts. We have James Watts,
James Watts.
our new guy, our new Raiders owner. He's now the middle linebacker. But he's only a star. He's 21 though. And as middle linebackers go, like they
Perry.
develop pretty well. So he should definitely be starting because everyone else is bad. Edward Hill is an X factor.
Look, I mean, to be fair with. Oh, wait, never mind. We're not even talking about D line anymore, right?
Well, I mean, feel
We
free
moved on.
if you wanna pull on that.
We have a Fitzsimmons. Oh wow, he's actually X Factor, but he's also
He's old
shit.
and bad. Yeah, I
Archer
saw that.
Archer Fitzsimmons. What a name. This team has some decent names.
It's definitely the all name team so far. Oh no, but the Isaiahs though.
The Isaiahs are a beautiful monstrosity, but also the perfect combination of Kendricks. Like, imagine the parent who's like, my last name's Kendricks. Naming a fucking like, at least the Isaiahs you can explain away while just like, oh, they drafted Isaiahs incidentally or whatever. Kendricks is a deliberate attempt to ruin this man's life. Like,
Poor
look at this
guy.
boy.
He's white.
This stream needs
Why
to
is their
end
name?
soon
I've never
because
heard of a
it's
white guy
going.
named Kendrick.
Hmm.
Yeah, it definitely does. But yeah, the linebacking core has like one bright spot in James Watts. Outside of that, they're
Uh,
all old
there's a
and
lot of.
decrepit.
Wait,
I
there's
guess
two
Peter,
Watts. Yeah, you mentioned that, right? The Watts.
yeah, James Watts.
But there's also Marvin Watts.
Yeah, but who cares about Marvin Watts? He's old.
They're brothers.
Where's Columbia? Where's Columbia at? What state?
Columbia is South Carolina, I'm assuming.
Well, then Georgia. Yeah, so that could be it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
close enough.
And also their other linebackers, Georgia.
Yeah, and then
Columbia University. Oh, wait, never mind. Columbia's in New York.
oh F.
Well, I mean, either way, it's sometimes those football families just you have a brother, they'll scout out the colleges will look at other football people.
Sure.
Maybe they saw something in Marvin Watts over his. Oh, he actually has. Nope, he never started.
No.
Whatever. The story is dead.
At the
Edward
defensive
Hill,
backs,
but he's old.
he's old. He's old. He's X Factor. He's gonna most likely leave.
Sorry,
You
I'm
have
like a
Jamie
position
Dyson. No,
group
you're fine.
behind you.
You have Jamie Dyson, who should probably start at this point.
Maybe, yeah.
Like
At least
I would
somewhere
have
on
him.
that
I would have
line.
him left outside linebacker over Peter Barner,
Mm.
just because 1 year is not gonna make up for the 5 overall points. And then yeah. So defensive backfield is not that good. The drop off at 75 and then 71. And even then, their top two guys are only 80s. So this entire like group should just go away. There's no one here that's
Uh,
interesting. There's no one here that's up and coming. Their safeties
they're
I
all like,
like. The cornerbacks are
yeah.
awful.
See, the corners like they don't even have like they're just mediocre and like
Yeah.
they're not interesting. They're not like wow, they're particularly outstanding. It's just like nap time.
Mhm.
They're not a train wreck. Not like look how good or bad the best one is.
But he's
They're
gonna
just like
die.
yeah,
He's gonna be awful next
they
year. He's
are gonna die.
81. Like
I
he's
mean,
in the
he's not gonna
30.
die.
I like the
He'll
safeties
maybe die
though.
after this year,
Yeah.
but eh,
Like
they'll
I
work.
They
The
invested a
corners are one of their
first round
better
pick.
groups.
I think their safeties are
Wofford.
way better in
Oh
Wofford,
yeah, but
right?
Tim is young, but
And then
normal.
yeah, Tim Robinson, 73 overall, 21. I think this is the future for them back here in the safety position. I don't even think they got to worry about it for a while.
Oh yeah, that's that train wreck, and it's been an hour, so I think it's a good time. I don't even know if are you watching this on your phone,
I
Alex?
am.
No one's watching.
Dang.
So if anyone's on YouTube still watching, congrats, you did what people on stream couldn't do.
Yes. It's the Bison's division to lose for sure.
Oh yeah,
Every
and
every other
everyone else
team
is
should
like a
consider
meme.
just start looking to the
Consider,
future.
yeah. I thought you were gonna say something else. I'm like, yeah, that's a much better thing to say, Alex. I can't take this through. I need to end this before I say
Yes.
something stupid or dumb. All right, for listening
That's
to
the
this
NFC
train
East.
wreck.
I'm gonna try and stream my game.
Bye.
Goodbye.